Kimberly and Tony participated in couples therapy session on August 26, 2013. Kimberly came in and reported that she was no longer working at Family Dollar and she was primarily working at VXI. Kimberly and Tony discussed issues regarding intimacy. They discussed working on being able to communicate what each desires emotionally and physically from the other person. They each addressed insecurities that they both felt. So again, notice how it's Kimberly and Tony discussed working on this. Do you hear any suggestions about the counselor about what we should work on? No. The counselor's not only not making suggestions, she's not providing any solutions either. She's basically like going, huh. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 And it's kind of like you're supposed to be giving us advice. You're supposed to be helping us. And I don't know, providing services. But she's not. The vast majority of it is Tony and us working on whatever issues we may face. I remember one time I thought I was going to have Tony sign a contract or sign this, sign that. Tony remembers those days. So I'm going to tell you, he was not a fan of that idea. He was like, I don't want to do this. It's like, I think it'll help. It's like, no. Because in my mind, it was more about proving what's happening and signing it so we're all on the same page. But he wouldn't do it. In retrospect, that probably also would have caused a little bit more problems too.
Yes.
They denied any arguing in their relationship the past week and went on to discuss areas where they are compatible, such as having interest in reading and writing. We discussed difficulties that Kimberly has with setting emotional boundaries. The only problem I have with setting emotional boundaries is because I'm very, I don't know if I'm frank or whatever, but every time I say something about how I feel, it's like, it's going to spark an argument. So finally you're just like, fuck it. I'm just done. You know, because saying how you feel is supposed to be a way where you can voice that, and then next thing you know, it's all gone to shit. Okay? So setting emotional boundaries to me is like, okay, tell me how you, let's talk it out. Okay? Let's just talk it out. Kimberly Hazelwood spelled incorrectly. Seriously, can I get my kids back? Because I don't know who this person is that they keep wanting to spell the name wrong. Same. Participated in an individual therapy session on August 28, 2013. Kimberly came in and discussed a meeting that they had previously at the CPS office regarding her daughter Mary. She expressed concerns that she felt that CPS was not concerned about the marks that she has seen on her daughter. She stated that she has since requested to have a placement hearing. Kimberly was encouraged to focus on her own circumstances that led to her children being removed and involved with CPS. Do you get that? I'm going to my counselor concerned about my daughter, and my counselor goes, focus on your issues. Focus on what brought your kids here. I know what brought my kids here, motherfucker. That's simple. The person that tried to kill me made multiple false complaints, gave me a CPS history I didn't ask for, called the department because we got into an argument, told them I was living with my mother, who was in fact a hoarder, but it was free daycare and a roof over my kid's head, and my kids get pulled. Never abused, never done drugs. But because I'm busting my ass, and Tony will testify, I was at work from sun up to sun fucking down. I was doing what I was supposed to do as both a parent and being responsible and going to work. And it bites me in the ass. Like I said, Tony will tell you. I was there open to fucking close anytime they had overtime. He says that they were starting to deny me overtime. I say, no, that has to be a joke. But, it's one of those things. Focus on why your kids are in the care. Honey, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure this shit out. Literally. I know why they're in state care. I know who helped them put them in state care. And I stupidly thought what the fuck was it called? Permanent injunction order was going to keep me and my kids safe. Yeah. Decided he didn't want to try to kill me again, but fuck it if he didn't try to go after me another way. A way that was really going to kill me. Or at least make me wish that he would have finished the job. Anywho. I'm talking to her about my daughter, and she wants to fucking mention about this. I just love it. Yeah, we don't care that your daughter's being beaten and have marks on her body. Kim, don't worry about that. It's normal. They didn't take my kids away from me because I was beating them. My daughter's having marks. I'm worried. I'm fucking scared for her. I'm worried she's gonna possibly die. And you want to talk to me about my shit? Yeah, you guys want to say you guys best interest of the child. Shove it up my white ass.
You're white?
Just shove it. Kimberly wasn't curious. Okay, so let's see. She was confronted about how after the incident with John last year, she moved to place, such as residing at WPS with Johnny, and then on to New York with family before finishing residing with her mother. So let's talk about that for a minute. This is a counselor who spent 2 to 4 years in college.
More than that.
I thought I'd looked it up. 2 years for associates, 4 years for bachelors. It really is. It's really fucked up. The kicker here is when you encounter domestic violence, homelessness is an effect from that. Not being able to put food on your table is an effect from that, because 9 times out of 10, your abuser has better resources than you. 9 times out of 10, your abuser is going to make you look like a piece of shit. And over 80% of that time, they are successful. Over 80% of that time. This is a counselor who should recognize the signs of narcissistic behavior, and she can't. I want to send her back to fucking school. Let's make sure she knows what she's talking about. Or maybe have someone evaluate her secretly to see what the fuck's going on. She doesn't even recognize that it's completely normal. She doesn't go to the department and say, hey, it's normal for her to be unstable because guess what? She almost lost her life. And guess what else? When you guys got involved with her the first time, rather than help her and say, hey, we know of people that will watch your kids for free for you and get you set up so you can get a job, they didn't bat an eye. They didn't offer a helping hand. They said, here, call these people and get something set up. Well, in order to qualify for government assistance, you have to be working, you have to have some sort of income. I didn't have that. I just didn't.